Right, okay. So now we're just going to have a look at a sun salute. So we've got the lovely Meryem here helping me. And so Meryem, we're going to start. How are you going to have your feet? Let's think. So we're going to have your feet just a little bit below the hips, thinking about pulling up on the insteps here all the time. And then you pull up here, you're pulling up the inner thigh and the inner knee. Okay? So try not to grasp with the feet. Meryem's doing beautifully. And let's just start. So Meryem's going to show our sun salute, and I'll just talk through it as we go. So she's going to inhale, reach up. Okay, and looking up through the hands, and then exhale, coming down. Now as she floats down, she's got a lovely extension here, but some people might not be able to do this. So you're going to need to make sure that you bend your knees and bring your hands maybe to a block if you can't get your hands to the floor, first of all, okay? But this will change. Okay, so then we're going to step back. Now, initially we're going to step back. You may want to get a little bit more advanced with this. So step right back. That's it, lovely. And then come to chaturanga. So make sure that the hips are in line with the legs. So just come back up to chaturanga. That's it. Now, what happens sometimes is people tend to tilt the hips just a little bit too high. You go a little bit higher, Meryem. It's very difficult for Meryem to do this wrong. And then just come back down to a nice straight line. Just straight, hips straight. Now, I'm just going to move this so you can see. So Meryem's going to drop down, bringing her elbows behind her and go for a hover. If you have a little look, she's hovering. And then she's going to roll over her toes, inhale up. And then exhale, come into downward dog. Okay, so this is very, very, very strong, very advanced posture. And then we're going to just do sun salute 1 here. So she's just going to step forwards again and come back to standing. That's it. And then she's going to come back up. Maybe we'll have a little bend in the knees just to finish. And then inhale, come back up to standing. So let's just have a look at this again. So as she comes back up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. So to help someone who could not quite reach as far as Meryem's, that we get the blocks and then she's going to step back. So we've got to think about how we would help someone who can't quite do this so superly or amazingly. Although it's yoga, so everyone can do anything. And it's still yoga. So how would we adapt this? So we're going to bring our knees to the floor. So somebody who can't bring their knees in the air initially would bring their knees to the floor and just hold that plank like that. And then you would drop down, and maybe instead of doing the hover, we would go for a drop, or as I like to say, a flop. So you're going to flop down and then see if we can press up. They might not be able to get the full extension. Inhale up, lovely. And then exhale, and then just see if we can go for a dog again here. So up we go to a dog. So also with the dog, some people won't be able to stretch out their legs. So the legs might be slightly bent. As long as the spine is straight, doesn't matter about the legs. We'll start with getting the spine nice and straight first of all. And we'll do the downward dog in a minute. Okay, so then let's just gently step forwards again, Meryem. Lovely. Coming back up. And then inhale, coming back up, lovely. Exhale, come down, little bend in the knees, and finish. Lovely, sun salute 1. So you've got your sun salute 1 adapted for someone who can't. And now we'll try and do a sun salute 1, which is a little bit trickier. Okay, so we're going to go for a more advanced sun salute. So off we go, beautiful. This is why I've got Meryem doing it, not me. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands to the floor. Okay, so the weight now will go onto her hands. And very softly, she will only do this when her body is warm. She will soften her knees and she will see if she can jump back. Reach into the hands, beautiful. Alignment, lovely and straight. And then we're going to go for a hover again. So elbows come behind her. They stay to the side of the body. And then inhale and push through. Beautiful. Keep that hover going. Inhale, push back into downward dog. Tailbone goes up to the ceiling. Now, if you're lucky enough to only have a few people in the class, you can get round everybody and give them a little stretch here. So here, Meryem's spine is lovely and straight, but we can give it a little stretch. So, and when you go to stretch someone, always ask them first of all, Meryem, do you mind if I stretch?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to, and also try not to look at the person when you're stretching. Try and look away. So you're going to bring your hands just to the top of the spine and just give them a little press here, just to lift that up here. Okay? And then we can also just adjust by talk about opening the space between the shoulder blades as well here. And then just bring the forearm to the spine just to straighten out gently. But always try and look away. Just let that person have their own practice. You're just assisting, you're just helping, and don't be too forceful. It's just a gentle opening. Not keen on over-adjusting. And another thing is you can just gently touch the tops of their arms and turn them outwards. Little fingers pressed into the mat. Let the head go. You can just do a little tap down the head. And then just watch the feet. So again, we can also do the stretch behind, okay? So again, look away and bring your hands, you can just bring your hands in, well, you can go outside or inside the knees, but then you just pull, a little pull, just gentle pull. Again, just work with it. How is that, Meryem? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just look away. Okay, inhale, come back up. How's that feel? All right? Mm-hmm. Keep softening the shoulders. So that's a gentle adjustment, very gentle adjustment. Okay, look to the hands. Now Meryem's going to do another advanced jump. So she's going to jump up. That's it, inhale, half rise. Coming back up to standing. Lovely. Namaste, and that's our Sun Salute 1.